Everyone is doing well. You see in the title, it says uncovering, unpacking, and profiting from your gift. Uncovering, unpacking, and profiting from your gift. I've had a few client interactions over the last few days that is the soundboard for this conversation that we're going to have. Just some confirmation, some expounded revelation on things that I understand. And they just keep coming full circle. So I wanted to share it with you. If this is your first time on a live broadcast with me, a training, connecting, your first time to the Renew community, hello, how are you? Put your name in the comments. Let me know what type of business you own, how people get to experience your gifts, and how you serve in the world and in the marketplace. I am Tanya Wilson. I am a master life and business coach, and I help women step into their personal power, usually women who are the best kept secret. I help them step into their personal power, scale their businesses, and create businesses and lifestyles they love, not lifestyles that they tolerate, not businesses that they tolerate. We go within, right, and build really amazing brands and businesses that are in alignment with your values, your core values, and how you want to show up in the world. And of course, those big goals and dreams and desires that God has placed on the inside of your heart. And today we're talking about the thing that I feel is a centerpiece for really making that happen. Just so happens to be one of my superpowers, and that's to help women uncover their gifts. I've had recent conversations with clients and those in my Prep My Brand Challenge that, just kind of brought some things to the forefront again that I wanted to talk about because I believe that every single one of you watching has an amazing gift. It is your gift. It is your unique thing. It is that thing that will cause you to show up, stand out, and profit more in all of your endeavors. Sister Meeks, good morning. How are you? And I want to talk about it because I believe there are three things that, kind of keep people going kind of aimlessly in the world, if you would. And, I really tapped into them recently in conversations, and I wanted to share them with you. So one of the things that I feel is huge for you moving forward, actualizing your dreams and goals and all of those things is clarity. It's clarity, guys. Somebody put clarity in the comments. It is clarity. And it is something that no matter how much you grow and evolve, there's a new level of it that you need. But if I could break it down into like three areas that are really profound by way of clarity that will help you in your business pursuit, your life pursuit, and things of that nature, they would be these three things. Number one is your gifts. Number one is your gifts. Most people have not discovered their gifts. Most people have not discovered their gifts. It's something they struggle with. One of the things we did in the Prep My Brand Challenge, which was on the first day, it's actually on the fourth day. So let me just share this really quick. I'm going to interject. The Prep My Brand Challenge is on the fourth day. If you feel that this is something that you need in this season, you can still join. You can still join. You would get day 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 10 days to be able to access the trainings. You only have 2 days left to be able to access me inside a private group for questions, but you still have time for the VIP option, which is me live answering your questions based on the prep assignments that I gave you inside of that. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go to renewfulcircle.com/PMB. I'll put it in the comments later, or you can message me. Anything I mention that, you feel led to, you can definitely message me. So inside the challenge, one of the huge things was clarity. And as I was connecting with one of the business owners, I realized that something so huge was the entire time that she had been operating her business, she didn't know who her perfect people are. Now, her perfect people is a system that I teach my clients in, several of my programs, whether it's 3D Success Academy, whether it's Exceptional Mastermind, or, working privately with me. It's your perfect people. It is huge, guys. So many entrepreneurs are attempting to run their business and they aren't speaking to their personal people. They aren't really serving their their perfect people, I'm sorry. And they're kind of just doing average because of this. So that's really huge. But your gifts even foresee you understanding who your perfect people are. You uncovering and unpacking your gifts, they precede, they come before, rather, you even understanding who your perfect people are, right? We build businesses from the inside out here. And if you don't have a level of clarity on, what your gifts really are, you'll kind of go around aimlessly in the world. Does that make sense? One of the questions that's most hard for people when I ask them is, what are you good at? Many people struggle to identify and articulate, what it is that they're really good at. One of my personal superpowers that I'm good at is helping people to uncover that, to unpack that, and then turn it into something that they can monetize. And when you operate from the space of your gifts, everything gets to be easy because there's an alignment. There is a flow to what it is that you're doing. When people have not uncovered or unpacked their gifts, they continue to get degrees. They'll go and get another degree or another certificate, or, they take classes that really aren't necessary for getting them to their next level because they haven't uncovered their gifts. I did a reel where I talked about different levels that you operate in your gifts as: a generalist, a specialist, an expert, and a master. When people uncover and unpack their gifts, it changes their entire world. I was on a call with a client on last night, and this client came to me in a boot camp that I had about maybe 2017. It was called 3D Success Boot Camp, right? Which is now a full-on year-long academy. But it was in that boot camp that she uncovered a gift. And that gift, she's 6 years later, she's working with me now in this season again. And we were talking about how her uncovering that gift led to something so absolutely amazing that she would have never ever thought of. Like really, really, really big, guys. And guess what she was doing when she came to me? She was doing hair. Absolutely nothing wrong with doing hair. The beauty industry is the industry I came from prior to coaching and consulting. But what I do see is many people in that industry who aren't operating in their gifts, right? They may be talented at doing hair, but they're not operating in their gifts. I see it in corporate America. People are working on jobs and, they have things that they're good at and they're able to do that help them to sustain or get ahead, but not really flourish because they haven't uncovered or unpacked their gifts. I have another client coming to mind who came to me as a designer, more of a creative. She had several things that she was doing. And after I walked her through the process, the clarity process I take my clients through, she ended up being a realtor, guys, right? It was something in her story, in her history, in her gifts that fully connected to being a realtor. Now, I know being a realtor right now seems to be this popular thing, right? But I don't feel everyone is meant to be a realtor, right? I think a lot of times, whatever's trending, whatever's popular, whatever a lot of people are doing, there is a tendency to go and do that thing, but there is no connection to the gift, right? There's no connection to the gift. I don't know. Okay, I was wondering if how many bars, I had some, man, yesterday all of my internet stuff, my HubSpot, my phone, my iPad, none of it was working. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how connected we are to these devices, because I was like, what am I going to do? But anyway, I did get that straight. There may be, a slight lag still going on. Tech support is going to come in and fix that. Zion, how are you, dear? So I was sharing about your gifts and how important it is to uncover them and unpack them. People go through life kind of aimlessly, never tapping into that, working jobs that, they pay the bills, but they're not fulfilling. I fully believe that your gifts make room for you. Your gifts make room for you. And it's the one area that many people lack clarity in, which leads this down this path of kind of like just simply trying things or never really operating at the highest version of themselves in the position that they're in, because they haven't uncovered or unpacked their gifts, right? So this is people on jobs that, aren't really serving their gifts in a way where it's cultivating it and allowing them to really prosper. Oh, happy Friday, dear. So good to see you on. The second area of clarity I feel most people are unaware of, and that is the service that they should be offering their clients, right? Or who their service is actually for. Let me say that. Who their service is actually for. In business, what this looks like is you servicing people and only giving them average results because you haven't defined who your service, product, thing is actually for. I was working with a client who has been attempting to run their business talking to the complete wrong customer, right? Now, this is very common, right? This is no shade to her or any of you who may be operating in that space, but oftentimes your services will seem average if you're not doing them for your perfect people. It's where you will struggle. It's where you'll price differently. It's where you'll attempt to do all the things. So every comment that someone shares, you should do this, you should try this, we need this, we need that, that causes you to shift and change and be indecisive is oftentimes because you're not serving your perfect people. When you begin to serve your perfect people, there's not a lot of what they need because your gifts, one, that you've gotten clear on, and your service and your message to them is completely aligned. They say, that's my person. She has what I need, or he. We have a gentleman watching, although I service mainly women in the programs that I do, but when you can identify who your perfect people is, it changes the game completely. I shared this with a client in the Prep My Brand Challenge, and it's shifting the whole trajectory of what she's doing in her business. I cannot wait, literally, just maybe even some days from now, to see the results of that. Everything about her brand is going to change. Everything about her brand is going to change, especially her profits, right? And so if you're unclear about who your service is designed for, like to the core, like when you speak your message to them, it impacts them on a cellular level. If that's not happening, right? If that type of connection is not happening, you have not identified your perfect people. Because once you identify your perfect people, it's going to click. When they hear the sound of your voice, your message, the language that you're using, it's going to click. So that's the second area I feel that causes people to kind of go aimlessly in their business, even to take courses that are unnecessary, right? It's not stuff that they even need. Inside my academy, I walk you through a trajectory, destiny, dollars, and disciplines. And in that destiny section, it is the clarity section. It's uncovering, unpacking your gifts, what it is that you're great at, what you should be doing, all of those things. The dollars, we go into the branding part, who your customer is, the message, all those things. And all these components are in many of the ways that my clients work with me. They just get access to me in different levels, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, understanding who your people are. Your gifts are not for everyone. Your gifts are not for everyone. And then the third area of clarity that most people haven't uncovered, and that is the capacity for the goals that they have. Hey, good morning, Kim. How are you, dear? The capacity for the goals they have. This is what I mean. So if you have a 6-figure goal, right? And you're wanting to have 10K months, 20K months, whatever the case may be, do you have a service that could yield that type of income? Meaning, is your service a $97 service? How many of those would you have to do to actually get to that huge goal that you have? The chances of you burning out before that happens is very likely. So that third area of clarity is, do I have the capacity in the services that I offer that are in alignment with the goals that I have? Right? And this is where I help my clients to create those premium products and services that really allow them to hit those income goals. Is this making sense? You guys let me know if it's making sense. Uncovering, unpacking, and profiting from your gifts. And the first thing you need is clarity. Many people struggle in the area of identifying what it is that they're good at, what it is that they're really gifted at. That's my superpower. When I uncovered the fact that me helping you uncover, unpack, and profit in your gifts is my superpower, everything changed for me. The things that I do in my business, the way I create my programs, what I offer my client, everything changed, especially my money, guys. I literally can give one person an answer in 5 minutes that will change their entire business and offer them the input for a 6-figure strategy. It's my gift. Strategies, systems, clarities, uncovering your gifts. That's my superpower. Identifying your gifts and your superpowers will change everything for you and your business. It will change the fact that you compare what you do to other people. My God in heaven. It will change the fact that you compare what you do to other people, even the strategies. So I believe that social media is a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse because there's so many different examples and we're constantly looking at someone else's paper, right? We can take that two ways, their money or, their paper, as in looking at someone's paper when we were in school, getting someone else's answers that aren't in alignment for what you are on this earth to do. When you uncover your gifts, no matter what business you open, you will soar when you understand that you operating in that space is what's going to make the business grow. Right? And then you come to the realization that these are the things that I'm good at. I can get support in those other areas because we weren't intended to be like great at everything. I help my clients to identify their gifts, 1 to 3, right, of their superpowers and move through levels of that, from generalist to specialist to expert to master. And each time we cultivate those areas, it impacts their profits. It impacts their profits. So have you uncovered your gifts? Have they been unpacked? Are you profiting from your gifts? Are you working harder than you have to because you don't understand that uncovering your gifts is what's really going to make room for you? Listen, it gets to be easy. I know with all the noise, right? It can feel as if there's so many things to do, but I just believe that we serve this amazing, majestic God who would not put us in a world space without giving us provision. And I believe it's found in our gifts, I hope this has challenged you to uncover and unpack your gifts and find a way to really profit from them. So many people are working jobs that don't allow them to operate in their gifts. It's why they feel smothered. It's why they feel like this is just can't be what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, right? And I just hope I've encouraged you to go within while you're building your business. I encourage you to go and your life. I encourage you to go from the inside out. Listen, we get our whole life over here, right? The entire concept of my brand, Renew Full Circle, is about us renewing our mind back to the space of abundance and prosperity that I feel God intended for us to be. And I believe that uncovering and unpacking our gifts creates this lane for us, right, in the marketplace that cannot be duplicated. It can be imitated, but it cannot be duplicated. And when you are uncertain about what your gifts are, right, when you haven't uncovered them or unpacked them, you will oftentimes find yourself just innately from a human space saying, oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that's a great idea. I'll do that. It's why you'll open 3, 4, 5 businesses that haven't really, flourished or gotten off of the ground. But when one isn't working, you say, oh, well, I'm going to go and start this thing or that thing. But when you uncover and unpack your gifts, 1, when you identify who your perfect people are, 2, and then when your business has the capacity to support the goals and visions that you have, everything changes. You don't need 50 different businesses that aren't producing what you need them to produce. Uncovering and unpacking your gifts will allow you to flourish in the one thing and then build the next thing. I hope this is making sense for you guys. My exceptional brand build profit mastermind is open for enrollments. I'll put it in the comments how you can apply to join us for that opportunity. It is open for 2023, but enrollment is open now. Once you apply and are accepted into the program, your first interaction with me is going to change the rest of this year for you. You get an onboarding call that gives you like a 90-day strategy before we actually start the mastermind that will change everything for your business. The energy of the exceptional mastermind is to 3 to 5x your business. I make no income claims, but I have many clients who have done just that. So for those of you who want to uncover your gifts more, I really go into that space as it relates to branding. So branding is not your logos, your websites, or your pretty pictures, right? It is an internal process that we go through to identify your gifts, right? Uncover them, unpack them, and then who your perfect people are. And then everything else, the collateral materials, your logos, your websites, and your pretty pictures, they are then connected to who you are as a brand and the brand that you're building. So we do brand building. I teach multiplied options for your money and mindset. It's amazing. My clients have had absolute amazing results, but it is open again for 2023, and you can go to renewfullcircle.com. I believe I may have that one on a banner. Let's see, renewfullcircle.com/E22. Let's see if we can find that for you to put across the screen. I don't see it. Okay, I can create it though. I just said a whole word right there. I don't see it, but I can create it. Did you guys know that we have the ability to actually create the business and the lifestyle that we love? The business and the lifestyle that we love. And that's what I do with my clients. If you feel that you've been the best kept secret, you're ready to step into your personal power, scale your business, and create the business and lifestyle you love. Uncover and unpack your gifts so you can profit from them. message me. Message me here. Click the button on the screen, apply to work with me. Let's uncover and unpack your gifts so you can profit at a new level. That's my take on this morning.